from my Carolina home. Had dreams about the West and started to roam. 6 long months on a dust-covered trail. They say heaven's at the end, but so far it's been hell. And there's fire on the mountain, lightning in the air, gold in them hills, and it's waiting for me there. We were digging and shifting 5 to 5, selling everything we found just to stay alive. Gold flowed free like the whiskey in the bars. Sinning was the big thing, Lord, and Satan was a star. And there's fire on the mountain, lightning in the air, gold in them hills, and it's waiting for me there. And blood lined the streets. Men were shot down for the sake of having fun, or just to hear the noise of their 44 guns. And there's fire on the mountain, lightning in the air, gold in them hills, and it's waiting for me there. Now my widow, she weeps by my grave. Tears flow free for her man couldn't save. Shot down in cold blood by a gun that carried fame, all for the useless and no good, worthless claim. And there's fire on the mountain, lightning in the air, gold in them hills, and it's waiting for me there. And there's fire on the mountain, lightning in the air, gold in them hills, and it's waiting for me there.
Hey, YouTubers and friends, how are all of you tonight? Well, tonight is the end of the month, and as normal, it's Open Line Tuesday, where one of you can be our our guests. Tonight we have ToledoJess and Dano, and all of you, the Flash fam. So don't go away, we'll be back in a sec. Hey, YouTubers and friends, thanks for joining us for another episode of Tuesday Night Hangout Live with ToledoJess, Dano, and I.
An overgrown wiener dog.
Beep, 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 beep.
She don't like nobody looking at her either.
Are you saying she's camera shy?
Yes. Well, she was on camera for a little bit. Hey, I don't need my other me up here. I knew I forgot something.
I can't keep up with the chat. It's been so long, it's hard for me to keep up with this shit.
Oh, it's like riding a bike, Dano.
No, it's me fucking eyes are about half burned. I think I need to go see an eye doctor.
Can't see.
I am. I'm at that point again where I can do this and still see it, but it's a lot better here. It's wonderful.
Yeah, I got to the point where I can hold it out like that. Like
and it wasn't hard.
So I laid my newspaper on the table and stand on my tippy toes to read it. I said, you know what? This is ridiculous. It's time to go
I blame mine on fucking lack of sleep right now.
Go ahead.
I will do it.
That would suck. Never mind.
Ruby
said, hope that don't fall off there. I said,
hi, everybody.
Hi, everyone.
All right on your laptop.
Oh, yeah. That would be another eating laptop, wouldn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
On it.
but
look at my gold.
We still get laughs out of it after how long?
Okay, this is a question. This is a question I never asked you about that too. Did you get to see the gold?
No.
I'll say if we did, it was just a split second before we heard you say "oh," and it was gone.
They're probably going, what are they talking about?
Hey, if you know, you know.
If
you were there for that show,
if you know.
If I remembered the show, I'd post the link, but I don't remember the show when you did that.
I have no idea. I have no idea what show that was. It's been a few years.
Yeah. Just like, well, Jesse was gone.
Well, I can find out, try to figure out when I bought this laptop. It was just before, or just after that. Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody. We're having a little conversation.
Yeah, we were reminiscing.
I haven't been around so long, it's like being the new guy again.
Mr. Lodak, how are you tonight? World's greatest moderator on the Inner Zones. David Villa, what's up?
When he turns 60, his parts drop off.
Villa.
That's for lack of usage, Mr. Villa.
Joseph Knowlton. Hi, from New York. Oh, we're from Ohio.
Hello, Joseph.
Dirt Gold Metal Detecting. Welcome.
Little blue pill, Ohio Relic says Bill.
Marlin.
Brad Welch.
Oh, our Aussies in the house.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Anybody hit up our greatest moderator yet, Jaron?
Mr. Lodak.
He deserves a high from each and every one of us.
That he does. Tin Man, good to see you, Willie. Hello, Dirt Clod Metal Detecting. Bacchus and Don G. Hello, hello, hello.
Secret Creek Prospecting, what's up?
I had to renew my race.
Say hello to Dano.
Oh.
Hello, Dano.
Oh, there's GPU. What's up, dude?
Jeff. Good to see you, buddy. Marty is nuts about digging. How you doing, Martin? Good to see all of you.
EST, what's up? Mandy Brown, hello.
Holler at the dog. Had to mute my mic. Had to holler at the dog. Go lay down. My wife comes home. Anytime she comes home, I have to mute the mic because if I don't, it sounds like unholy hell. Glad to see mom's home.
Well, looks like we said hi to everybody. Headed to the creek. Welcome.
Secret Creek Prospecting. What's up, dude? Met him out in California last year at the outing.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yep.
I met him in Washington at
Yeah, I seen the
Odyssey.
picture. I seen the picture.
Him and
Yep.
Spider Ace, both great. It was totally awesome meeting them. Richard, I haven't panned out that bag yet.
Look, Ert is here.
Ert,
Just a touch behind, buddy, but it's okay.
he
You're
might have
supposed to
been
go,
lurking. Mad Max Metal Detecting. Hello, hello, hello. Lawrence, good to see you. We have an end of stream giveaway, so those who stay till the bitter end have their chance to earn the Adventure Sleuth from prospectorsdream.com. Right, Jesse?
That's right.
So,
Absolutely.
Lawrence, well, I don't know about Dano. I know he has some. But I know in Jesse, in my opinion, they're the best mat on the market for now.
I have it in my backpack, Dredge.
Well, oh, here.
And I got one to put in my mini max. I've just not put it in yet. I need to get it in there.
I want to dispel some disinformation going on about DreamNet. There's a guy there's a guy. If someone tells you to put olive oil or vegetable oil on your DreamNet to make sure that it stays soft and supple.
No, they're an idiot.
Know that they're an idiot. Or at the very least could be a troll.
Yeah, so, definitely a dream mat troll.
In fact, I would make that suggestion. I would say that would be true of anybody that would suggest you do that to any gold capturing medium.
Yes, they're totally trolling.
Yes, never.
Come here, I was prepared for you, honey.
I have olive oil spray.
Yeah, like always. Come here. Say, I got it. I got it right here. Say,
hey, Brad.
Sorry, everybody. Sorry, everybody. Say hi. Say bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, here you go, honey. Oh, watch my headphone. You almost pulled out my ear monitor. That would have hurt.
Brad Welch. Great. Easy Sleuth works good for you. Absolutely. Use it.
That's what I say. Whatever works good for you.
A good sleuth has built-in riffles, has really quick clean out with the miner's moss.
Sure.
Absolutely. But
it's just like the little Adventure Sleuth. It goes in a backpack just slick as a whistle.
There is a Australian manufacturer um
Australia.
in Australia of Dream Mat.
Right. Gold rat. Gold rat.
Gold Rat High Bankers.
Yep. You know, what did Dave say? You know, it's just a difference between a Yugo and a Maserati, I guess. What do you want to drive, a Yugo or a Maserati?
Well, I said it's all what you're comfortable in using, what works for you.
Yeah.
The old exclusives, dudes, you can't beat them the way they are. The only difference putting Dream Mat in one, you're bringing home a lot less cons and just the same gold.
Sometimes
You can't
more
beat the old
gold.
King sluices the way they're set up. You can't beat them.
Right.
But
The
material
sluice,
gone through with it.
right? The sluice boxes themselves, yeah, they're good. Just like, you know, a lot of people make good sluice boxes.
Oh yeah.
It's just, you know, what it all boils down to what you want to use as your what you're going to use to catch the gold with.
Right.
The
That's how much
box itself is just there to funnel the material. That's the box's job. To funnel the material across your medium.
Because, like with my Han Coop, you go out with it, you come home with buckets of concentrates, not just a bottom of a bucket. You know what I mean? Just so much. You do a clean out, there's just so much. Even if you let it set and run and kind of clear itself out, there's still a bunch in there. It's just, that's what it's made to do.
Right. And again, I probably said this a few times already. That's fine. If you're in the business of selling pay dirts, that's what you want. You want someone
you want a lot of cons.
Absolutely.
that con for you. You'll have to, well, my dog wants as much, she wants her airtime like your granddaughter.
Well,
Go down.
she's becoming a weekly visitor. But yeah, you know, guys, I used to love my Miner's Moss and Expanded Riffle. Loved it. But geez, I'd have 4 gallons of cons by the end.
Right. You're still catching the gold.
Give me a lot of material to run through the winter because I don't do it on the creek.
What's up, JP?
JP, happy Tuesday, brother.
Rock Butcher.
Stop.
It's funny to watch the arguments about how to defeat the laws of physics. Maybe we should just repeal the laws of physics, and then we can make
Going outside.
make awesome mats.
Go.
Well, I don't know that you want to. I don't know that that's what you want to do. You don't want to defeat the laws of physics. You want to use them to your advantage. You're not going to beat Mother Nature.
Right.
You're not going to beat the laws of physics.
I don't think so, David.
You can work with them. You can figure them out and use them to your advantage.
Right.
And that's what some mats do it better than others. What can I say? That's just it, you know.
Well, I said less cons, same gold.
Yep, that works. And well, more gold because I can run more material too.
Right, without cleaning out.
Yeah, I can run more material. And if I do clean out a lot, it's like 5 minutes as opposed to half hour on some cases. So there's that. You know, there's pros and cons to all of it. But
I used to like bringing it all home. Now I don't. Now I like to come home with a little bit that's got in what I want.
especially when you're at home and you look at the 8-10 buckets of sitting around. I'm gonna run those one of these days.
Absolutely.
I still have tons of buckets that have stuff in it, but know what sucks is I forget now what I've ran and what I haven't.
Yeah,
I don't have much left. I've been through a lot of mine. I've cut it way down.
but
This
Here's an
year
easy
did make it easy though, because I only
here's
went
an easy
once.
solution. Here's an easy solution to that, Ed. Get yourself a tarp, dump all the buckets in a pile, one pile, classify
Just
through it,
run it all.
and just run it. Because does it really matter where it came from at this point?
No,
Right.
because
Hey,
I'm gonna have it written on my bucket anyway.
when I
Well,
smoked
there
my
you go.
bucket, I went through a couple bags of pay dirt while I was smoking. I was playing around. I bought two off of Dan Hurd, two of his Christmas bags. I went through one of those,
Yeah.
and Bill Brewer's bag.
Right?
That was pretty good. He speculated the bag was 0.55 plus. I got 0.55 on the money, so good there.
Ooh.
I didn't weigh Dan's yet. I ain't got around to
Well,
weighing Dan.
Carolina prospectors, they're always pretty much on the money. Nothing against Dan
one.
Hurd though, but
I won one off that what's his name, Dave Odette. I won a bag off him. I went through. It's supposed to have gems and gold and everything in it. I won it off of oh, what's his name? Stony Creek Spark Chasers channel. I won it off of his. But I still got Brian's bag. I need to go through that sometime. I ain't never panned
Yeah,
out.
I haven't gone through Brian's bag yet either.
But I think I've got like 10 or 12 pay dirts now, different ones. I bought a couple at Gold Rush last year when we was at Gold Rush, but all the rest have been either given to me or, donated or.
Speaking of gold shows, did you see where the GPA is not going to be doing a gold show?
none,
Where's
zero. But what they are gonna be doing is
So they're done with shows, period?
they're not gonna
Just
do
for-
any
at
this
this
year.
point- Just at this point for 2023.
Right.
That's all that the letter said.
But
Right.
if
After that,
you-
who knows what they're gonna.
Oh, I
they're
got
gonna-
an idea what they're doing.
Well, they sure
Yeah,
do benefit your money an awful lot. If you're part of GPA, you get emails all the time that I want you to buy stuff.
Well,
well, yeah.
what they're going to
No,
be
this
doing
wasn't a-
this year, they're going to major club functions.
Right.
So
Well,
there's
they're
a
coming out
good
of-
chance
and
we'll have them at Gold Rush or Fossick.
We're small time.
They've already
No.
been there for Fossick already. No, for Gold
They come
Rush
to Ohio,
already.
Daniel.
They
They come to Ohio, they come to Indiana, they'll come to one of our clubs. And it will. I'm hoping it's the Buckeye chapter, but that doesn't mean it will be. But that, they do like that.
I talked to Patrick O'Masters, was in the chat during my auction last Saturday, and we were going over that.
Yeah,
and then I talked to him in instant messenger on Facebook, and it sounded like they're coming for Gold Rush days.
that would be their major event here on the East Coast would be Gold Rush Days.
That's the best you're going to get here.
Not saying they won't go to a club outing in Carolinas or Georgia,
Okay, right.
but they need to. If you belong to a club, Coker Creek, Tennessee, Nashville, or I mean not Nashville, Dahlonega, Georgia, Carolina guys, JP, if you belong to any of the chapters down there, talk to your administrations. That goes anywhere in the country for that matter. Talk to the administration and have them get a hold of the main office in Temecula. I forget the girl's name, but it's best to get a hold of her, and then they'll get it to Kevin Hoagland. But get a hold of the office. If you call him, you'll get a hold of him.
Right. And Lawrence and Scotty, yeah, I agree. And that's usually the way it is anyways. If the Buckeye chapter or any of the chapters here in the Midwest were to do that, it would probably be a collaboration between the local or the closest clubs, I imagine. You know, like they, because that's the way the gold shows
Yes,
are anyway.
Lawrence. Amber. Thank you.
That's the way the gold shows are anyways. It's usually a couple of the clubs, 2, 3 clubs getting together to host the
To
gold show.
host the gold show like what we do with Indiana
Right.
or
And
Tri-State. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
so
Won't
but
happen, Bill. Won't happen. GPAA will not be at Flash Bash. Now, Kevin, we could always talk about GPAA being a sponsor of Flash in Your Pan, and we can go from there. No, Bill, you're forgetting. Flash Bash isn't a gold rush. It isn't a dig stock.
It
It isn't
GPAA.
a pound the ground, and it isn't nothing to do with GPAA or OSPA or even though
It's
kind of
just a group
are.
of yeehaws on YouTube getting together and having a good time.
Yeah,
Treasure.
like-minded YouTubers that all like some form of treasure hunt. It's a gathering. It's not a major event or a dig. You could
And if they were to
dig,
show up, we'd
you
have to
could
act
dig,
civilized.
you
That's not
could
happening.
dredge, and
Act
all that.
civilized.
So I
What's
said if
that?
it showed up, we'd have to act civilized. That's not happening.
Right. You have to follow rules and stuff. So what's up, Mr. Friend? Jonathan Friend in the house.
Jonathan.
Black Mass Payers.
But yes, Lawrence, Amber at the GPAA headquarters, get a hold of her and talk about your chapters. Like the biggest event you have, the best moneymaker that's open to the public your chapter has for the year. Get them on that because sooner the better. That way they could make their route, the logistics work in their favor because they're not going to bounce to the East Coast, to the West Coast, back to the East Coast. That won't happen.
And you may even be able to work around their schedule if they can say, hey, well, you know, we're going to be here at this time, you know. So let's see. We just had some more people just popped in here real quick. Outdoor Wally, what's up? Gold Eagle Prospecting, welcome. And somebody else I just saw.
Loud?
But anyway, yeah.
Who's loud? What's loud? Loud mine?
He said, I'm loud. I said, I am loud. That's how I am.
Oh, Dano's loud.
It's just the dickhead in me.
Say, Joseph.
What's up, Brooklyn Treasure Hunter?
I never joined
Anthony,
any clubs.
good
Never
to
seemed
see
important
you.
Being in New York. Well, you have gold in New York. You can find it, but you can't keep it.
That's all right. If I go to New York and find gold, I'm doing the Nugget Brain Challenge. I'm eating it, taking it home.
You could keep it, but technically it's illegal for you to possess it. Or
that's why I did suggestion. I just, you know, said what it is.
I'm doing the Nugget Brain. I'm eating
Wally's from New York.
Yeah,
he says, I keep it all. Let the crown get me. But
this is America anyway. F the crown. We don't know them dick.
Okay.
Oh man, let me tell you about my Texas.
Pardon me. What? Tell us, Jesse.
My Texas trip. We went down to house sit for 3 weeks. 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And I was gonna go melee tack. I was gonna go magnet fishing with my sister, and I was gonna go do this and do that. And we get there, send our brother-in-law off on the plane, him and his girlfriend. They took off. We went back to the house. And we get there, and that week,
The whole week.
the whole week,
The whole
the whole time we were there.
The whole time we were there.
It was cold. It was rainy. I think we had a couple days of hot.
First 2 days when we got there.
Yeah.
After that, forget it.
In fact, while we were there, Houston had its coldest nights ever in their history.
In Texas history.
So we were thinking about going to Galveston. We didn't make it to Galveston. But the only thing we did is, like house sat. Well, one weekend we did go to a Renaissance fair. I touched on it a little bit last week. Never been to one. It was fun. It was very strange to me. It was strange. It was strange in the sense that it's people play acting, right? And they all look like I did in the 70s. I wasn't playing. But it was pretty cool. It was they had shows and stuff. We didn't get to see as much as we wanted to, but they had a 40-acre campground, dude. This thing was nice. Wasn't wooded. 40-acre campground.
Massive.
Huge, and it was full. I mean, there was people all over there. But yeah, it was a good time. I'd never been to one. And then while we were down there, saw a lot of cool things. I think I showed. Did I show the scissors last week or no?
Yeah.
Did I show them to everybody or just to Ed, Dana?
I don't know.
Ed. Remember Ed? Did we talk about these, Ed? I don't remember.
I don't know if you just showed them to me or if you showed them to everybody.
I don't know. Here, well, we'll talk about them real quick.
Here, let me pin you up.
You have to. So, my niece, I'm her only uncle, so I'm her best uncle. She got this. She was telling us a story about. We were hearing a story about during the Renaissance, women were not allowed to defend themselves. They couldn't defend themselves from their husbands, their attackers. They weren't allowed to carry knives. They weren't allowed to carry swords. They weren't allowed to carry anything. So but one thing they all had was a pair of scissors. And what they would do is they would take the scissors and put an edge on the outside of the scissors. So this edge out here is sharp also, both of them. So
either way, they're gonna shank you somehow.
Oh yeah, I like the idea of going in open.
Well, hell, they had knitting needles too. They could have got you with a knitting needle.
Oh yeah.
Damn.
But this was to me, what was fascinating was they weren't allowed to protect themselves. I'm going, what? But women are cool. They learn. I mean, they do things to protect themselves, and this was cool.
Bill says they did see
a legal pair of scissors.
It wasn't
because what?
Bill said we saw the scissors and heard a bit of the history on how the women couldn't carry weapons.
Right. That amazes me, just that fact alone.
Yeah, it's kind of effed up.
Yeah, it is, dude.
No, I like the idea myself.
No, not being able to defend yourself.
No, I like the idea of carrying those doggone scissors.
Absolutely.
I'll tell you that much.
We're all with you there, but what I mean by effed up is,
Oh, you want to see a modern version of this, Ruby? We'll get your modern version of this.
Brush.
Yeah. Ruby has a modern version of this that we picked up at a flea market a while back in
Oh,
Cleveland.
cool.
Yeah, yeah. Let me show you real quick.
I can hear him LARPing now. The woman's.
Yeah. So
Yeah. You're gonna kill me. I gotta look good.
yeah, right. So we picked this up at a flea market, just a brush, right? I'll see it. I'm looking at the video, and I know it's delayed. Maybe let me.
It's buffering something. I have to keep hitting live to keep it caught up.
Okay. All right. So there's the brush, right? I told them the best way to use it is hand them the brush this way, so that when they grab it, just poke them with it, let them grab the brush, so that she can pull back and show them this part.
Jam that in her neck.
That's
Right.
Yeah.
Just pull it out and go right straight back. You know, move it over a little bit,
pretty slick right there.
Yeah, it is.
and you can put it out, carry it on the airport. Not that I would, mind you.
Right, it's plastic, right? You could get through everything.
Oh yeah, it gets through everyone. So even today, there are the same type of weapons around for women. So you guys beware. Not the women know what's out there. So anyways, we were at the fair. We got the scissors, and we spent the weekend. On our way out, just driving out, there was this guy on a corner.
As we were driving.
As we were driving out, I said, "Oh, what's this guy selling here?" You know. So again, I mentioned it last week a little bit. I did show it. I got more information on this, but this is peach cider. There's no sugar added. The peaches are from Fredericksburg Peaches in Fredericksburg, Texas. The company's named Clingy Peach. This stuff is awesome. I mean, as Dano mentioned, I don't know if you guys can see it or not. This stuff is really clear. I've had it for a month.
Well, we've had it since the.
Yeah, this stuff is awesome stuff. But I told him, I bought a small bottle, right? I said, "Oh, this stuff is really good. I think I'll do you a shout out on the channel." He goes, "Well, here, show this." So they're out of Texas, and I was kind of hoping he'd be in the room tonight, but I don't see him. I'll maybe call in, maybe a little bit later. I don't know. But I'm telling you, this stuff, me and Dana were talking, this stuff is so nice. Use it cooking, warm it up, get your little favorite adult beverage, mix it with that, and a little mint leaf or something. I don't know. But all I know is I drank a small bottle of this, and it was delicious.
So open it up.
Tomorrow, open it up. You want me to open it? Would you like a glass?
I would like some.
I want some too.
Throw it over your shoulder like moonshine. Get you a swig. Man up.
Give me a swig. It ain't that. It ain't
Get
that.
you a horn. That's what it is. Get you a horn.
Yeah. I have one, Dano, but it's not finished.
Well, that's what they always say on moonshiners. They always say, "Get you a horn of that."
Yeah. You know what might be good in here?
Neat smell-o-vision. I like to smell that stuff.
Oh yeah, dude.
Oh, this is wonderful.
I don't drink a lot of it. I'm not going to. It's not alcohol anyways. But I am going to try to cook. So
No, but it's good juice, man.
Yeah.
Probably pork
tomorrow. Actually, I'm going to make a smoothie with some of this.
You can smell it.
Yeah, some honey. Renaissance.
Yeah.
Some honey and vanilla yogurt, a little ice, some of this in there. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Only thing missing is vodka.
Okay. We got rum, we got tequila, we got what?
Did they drink our
Oh, I don't know. Did they find it? Maybe we don't.
Right, right.
I'm still figuring out what they done got.
Yeah, right.
Had some jerky in the drawer, gone.
Oh, dude, don't even want to go there tonight.
Don't even go there.
Well, you know, I was hoping to meet up with somebody while I was out there in Texas. Maybe do some gold prospecting. But you know, it really sucks when these people that you're following on YouTube and stuff get all about the money. Forget about why they started a YouTube channel and get all involved in it's all about the money instead. And that kind of sucks. Actually, it blows, you know, because I wanted to meet up with this person, but I didn't want to get involved in that drama.
Right, right.
You know, so that was one of the things I wanted to do that I didn't get to do. But yeah, so the Renaissance Fair was awesome. I sent Dano and had got to see a video.
Too bad you
And,
didn't find no goodies in Galveston.
No,
No.
it rained. It was cold.
You
It
said
just
the
sucked.
weather was shitty the whole.
It was the whole time. It was bloop the whole time.
It was beeping.
Oh
Hey,
yeah.
Jason.
Oh. Huh?
I went to Texas when I was a kid to my uncle. He was down there at what was it, Fort Hood, Texas. He was in the military.
Yeah.
Went down there. Me and Barb got caught there coming home from California. The only thing I ever noticed about Texas, it's hot, it's humid.
And it takes about a day and a half to get across it.
It's hot, it's humid, you can't get out of it.
Well, it depends on where you're at. See, that's the thing with Texas too. It can be hot and humid, and it's hot and humid in the southern part of Texas, along the Gulf. But you move up to like middle of Texas, San Antonio, across through that area, and it's desert. You know, desert's hot, dry. You move up north, even more north, and you got more tempered climate. You know, more of what you and I are used to. You know,
Right.
Right. And then, like I said, a day and a half to drive across it. It's 800 and some miles wide. I think I saw.
Kind of like driving across Kansas, never ending.
No, that Kansas is still only about 4 or 5 miles or 4 or 5 hour drive.
Oh, I know, but from one end to the other seems like forever.
Oh yeah, well yeah, because because it's rolling hills. It's just rolling damn hills.
And when I drove to Colorado, it was like, man, when are we getting the heck out of this state?
Right.
I have some treasure porn to share from We Dig It. Where do you live? We Dig It. It's the island somewhere, South Pacific maybe, Fiji, Tahiti. I don't know.
He's out there with JC and Tim.
Island.
Hawaii?
No, I don't. They're not in Hawaii.
Oh, aren't they?
Yeah.
I know Tim's been teasing us with pictures of the beach from where he's at.
I know.
Yeah.
Said he went out surfing, probably went out surfing and caught a wave.
Is he on?
Where he lives, he can see Diamond Head from what I understand.
Okay, he's on the main island. So, okay.
Is that a Oahu that's blowing up right now? That's the volcanoes.
They're in the U.S. Virgin Islands, St. Croix.
Oh, okay.
They're down in the Caribbean. Nice. So here we have some of their treasure porn here. Let me cue that up. Some pirate booty. Arr.
Rockbuster, I've driven across the whole country.
Yes, couple times. Hitchhiked
Yes.
some too.
Yes.
Never
Yeah,
been
of
to
course,
Europe or
their
Africa
provinces,
or
right. Of course, up in Canada, the provinces up there are much bigger than our states. So what they got, like 5 or 6 provinces going across, something like that.
Yeah,
So
something like that.
So yeah, they would take longer because they're
I
There we go.
yeah,
Lagging bad tonight. I have to keep catching up constantly.
yeah, I am too. I'm see, I just did.
It's pretty good, but it seems like tonight, every time I click on the screen, it's behind again 10 seconds, 20 seconds.
I'm further than that. My live goes off.
Well, I keep refreshing. I keep hitting that live and catching back up. Usually it don't do that every blue moon, but it's doing it bad tonight.
So we've got a lot of dead air happening, guys.
I'm
That's
getting
because
their stuff
no
queued up
suckers
and
called in
ready.
yet.
Want to see this? Some pretty nice stuff. Here, I'll explain it first, what it is, what they have written. Here are our finds from our hunt this week. A shoe buckle frame, a 14-karat gold ring with 5 diamonds, and an 1800s Danish
Hell.
military hat badge, all found at the beach. So, here it comes. Look at that pirate booty there.
Oh, cool.
There it is, finally.
Yeah.
It's coming. There's some latency, and there's the ring right up on top.
Actually,
Oops, I'll try
oh,
and
nice
make
ring.
it. Ain't that pretty? Nice. Nice. So there's still be treasure there in the Caribbean. Wasn't
Is that a
Nissan or whatever that pirate town was? Wasn't that in St. Croix? No, that was in Bermuda.
Wonder if they found anything in Florida after the hurricane went through. Because, they say gold washes up on the beaches from shipwrecks there. I haven't heard no stories yet about it.
It also makes new cuts and expose stuff that's been put on the beach before.
Right, right. I haven't heard nothing this time. Usually hear people find a chunk of gold or something.
Yeah, I was wondering what that was. That horn there. Maybe a hat badge. I don't know.
Or even like a
The
pin for a
horned one?
Yeah, that horn is
right there in the middle.
Right. That one.
some kind of badge of some sort.
They're all cool founds because he found them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's some kind of brooch or something. He
That's what I
said
wanted.
military something. I forget. You're welcome, we dig it. Our pleasure.
Rockbuster says he wore a similar badge, definitely rifle regiment. All right. But it is well, that's you in Canada.
1800s Danish hat badge.
Okay. All right, there you go. I was right. It is a hat badge. Nice. See, Ruby, I am right once in a while.
Rarely.
And Anthony said there's a British, Spanish doubloon. That must be the
Fritz had a
coin.
rifle regiment as well.
Nice, nice,
Michael.
nice. Very nice. Here, let me unpin you. Unpin you.
Man, that's good stuff. That's tasty.
And
French toast. No yogurt.
Jesse's down in the cider. See if anyone mailed in anything else. Nope, not yet.
You notice we didn't ask about the ring?
Well, it looked newer to me.
Yeah.
Didn't
Well,
look like
we didn't even ask to
gold
see what
spangled.
carat. If it was gold or what carat it was.
He said 18 karat, I believe.
Oh, okay.
14 karat with 5 diamonds.
Nice.
And that big thing was a shoe buckle frame. Ooh. Ooh. Most excellent.
Yeah, we were when we left Houston to come home, we were gonna take Highway 10 across Louisiana and Mississippi to New Orleans and then head north. Well, we left out, and that morning when we left out, there was a storm riding across the coast.
So you're
So we would have been
no.
in the heavy rain all the way, and
Tornadoes. It was
tornado
bad.
warnings. And I'm going, well, the only reason I'm going this way is so that you can check out the swamps and stuff. Because on Highway 10, when you go through Louisiana and Mississippi, it's over the swamps, and you can see the swamps, right? It's really
right.
cool.
Been there, done it.
Yeah. Right. There's no point doing it in a storm when you can't see it, and all you're worried about is getting, blown off the road. So we instead went north.
I don't think I've ever seen graves above ground.
Right.
Really?
That was.
Yeah.
Yes, big vaults above ground.
Well, I bet they have to.
Well, that's what I was expecting. They have them around Houston.
It
also.
just looked really strange.
Some of the areas around the Gulf, not just New Orleans, but they all have the same problem. New Orleans has a bigger problem because they're really in the delta, the low area. They're sea level.
Right, pretty much.
Even around Houston and East Texas and stuff in the south there, they do the same thing.
New Orleans, I think if they didn't have that flood wall, they'd be under sea level.
They are.
Mississippi River was sad.
Oh my gosh.
Very sad.
I wish I would taking pictures, but you want to see we've been watching.
It's all dried up. You should have went mud.
It is dried up. It's sad to see
I want to
that.
say there was
not dried up, but super
no, but
low.
it was like a 10 to 15, maybe even 20-foot drop from the water line.
Crazy.
Yeah, it was
from
crazy.
the water line down to where the water level was. I mean, we've been watching Lake Mead. There's a fishing channel that they've been showing the water level at Lake Mead. They have for the last year or so.
Right.
Every couple of weeks they go out and show. They found a couple bodies there, 2 or 3, I believe.
A few, yeah, more than 2 or 3.
Yeah, well, I mean, they've been showing
close to Vegas after all.
And what's funny is, dude, growing up, you always hear about the getting stuffed into a barrel with cement, right? And there are barrels out there that are full of cement that the cops have told the people, do not mess with them.
Right.
We're not going to do anything with them. We're not going to. They are what they are.
Right.
They're not. Maybe Jimmy's there. Who knows? But so we've been watching that, and when we went through when we crossed the Mississippi a couple times, 2 or 3 times during our drives. It was low, just unbelievably low. Crazy. Yeah. So that was our adventure. I sat for 3 weeks and went and visited my sister. You know, my sister comes on here. She's in Texas, Diane.
Right.
She's in Texas. Hi, Diane, if you're looking. Oh yeah, and hi to all our other workers out there.
That's right. We do love our lurkers, and you never know, Gary might be out there lurking, or Todd, or Patrick, or.
Well, you know, Patrick's lurking.
And speaking of, I got a package here about, it's been a couple weeks ago, I guess, week ago, in the mail. Wasn't nothing I knew was coming. Well, you know, they gave me this in California.
Yeah.
Last July. He sent me another one.
Oh, wow.
He said, carry this one, and when it wears out, I'll replate it for you and keep this one for your Sunday go-to meetings. Gary's a dude.
Where's ours?
Gary's a dude, man. I appreciate that guy.
He's got one for you to carry.
But the second one he sent me was the first one he tried it out on, and it didn't work out. Replated it. Sent it to me.
Hi, David. Hi, Dad.
So
Ed.
As you know, I put this one in one too. They're both in coin savers. What I should have done, stamped it like I did with them key stamps I got at work, and then had him plate it. So I'm afraid if I stamp it, the plating will come off.
Don't want to mess with it, Dana.
Nope. I was tickled to death. Like, what in the hell? Then he wrote me a letter and sent me a letter with it.
Nice. That's cool. Gary's a cool guy. Wealth of knowledge.
Good time to be out with, that's for sure. Him and Jeff both.
Yeah. Very true. Very true. If I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I have to pull out of my ass to get to the nugget hunt the coming year.
Maybe I'll type
a very expensive last 2 months.
I will be there unless something out of the world comes up, but I plan on being there.
I'd like to. I want to see Tim and everybody else again. Todd, Bennett.
That group camp was so packed last year. You wouldn't. There was over 100 people there.
Oh, that's cool.
I really hope to make it. Me
too. But my last trip was $1,000. This one's gonna be $3,000.
I think this time I'll go low budget and I'll rent a Sprinter van or something and sleep in that thing is to rent a RV.
Right.
Which I can't complain for what I rent the RV for. You can't stay at a hotel for that.
Hey Jesse, your daughter's in there in a different name.
I know that's her boyfriend.
Because I said, hey Dad, Ed, Flash Bam, didn't know.
Yeah, I saw it. Didn't I say hi? I said hi.
That's
hi.
Jessica.
Hi.
That's Jessica, right?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, I know it's you. I saw you. I thought I said hi.
It's me, Dad.
Nice, dear.
It's who? Your daughter?
Yeah, your daughter.
Could have swore she said your daughter.
I did. If she's good, she's my daughter, but when she's bad, she's his daughter.
See how your mom is now, Jessica?
Trust me, she knows.
Oh, I believe it. I believe it.
How do you spell Chinese?
Chinese.
Okay. Nope. Doesn't matter. These guys can't read anyways.
Chinese.
No. Chinese. No.
Well, I'm gonna pop out the invite link, see if anyone wants to come in. Kind of have a rotating door. When one comes, the one can leave. See if there's any biters out there. I'll also check to see if there's any more treasure porn in the mail.
So it's
Nope.
What is this, Jesse? What Chinese
what?
product can you do without?
That's right, Lawrence.
Did you say I'll go first?
No.
You go first.
I think you misspelled it a little bit.
He corrected him.
Oh, okay. Ruby just showed me that joke.
Sorry.
Hey, Robert DePotty. Said hi to you when Heather was in here. Hey, Erie Deary. She doesn't want to play tag, David says. Brad. I am interested in
early
this
June.
Whereabouts
early June.
is the location? Ohio.
Somewhere in the hills of Ohio.
Somewhere in Ohio.
Your banjo's playing, turn around, run.
Unless you like banjo.
Or
Yeah,
you like
banjos.
or you like sassy guys going, feel like a pig.
Got a pretty mouth, boy.
Mwah.
First
Falling off the
weekend
register,
of
guys.
June.
There's rails.
What weekend would that be?
He's a man
Yep.
to play banjo. Watch out for Lawrence.
Will arrive on the second and leave on
Yeah,
the
no. Well,
fourth.
look at how relic hunter. Oh, go.
You go on, Bill. You tell us how you would work that out when you come out.
They make the best shine.
That might be. We have geologist Jim, the rock butcher, calling in.
What's up?
What's up? Force him to break out the treasure porn. I know
Hey, guys.
he has some.
Or he should be. I would say should be good.
Yes.
I know he
Unmuted,
has
ready
some
to go.
nuggets and stuff hidden somewhere.
Oh no, not the Nuggets.
How you doing, Jim?
I'm doing good. Doing good, Ed.
Good.
There he
Nice
is.
to see y'all.
This
Good.
stuff is good.
Delicious.
He's still swigging down that stuff.
Cider.
That's
Yeah, good stuff.
I'm not a cider type person. I don't drink ciders, you know.
Mhm.
I don't really
You
care
are
for
now,
apple cider.
huh?
I don't care for apple cider. It just never appealed to me.
Mhm.
But this stuff's good. I
Yeah.
like it. It's delicious.
Yeah, we got a company up here that makes they call it a stone fruit cider. It's like peaches, plums, anything that's got a stone inside of it.
Oh yeah.
And they make a nice cider out of that. And that's I mean it's you can have a glass or two of it, but that's about it, sort of thing. But it's nice.
Yeah, I see the possibilities of using this in cooking. Really.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, for sure.
And as any fruit juice, it's very cleansing if you drink too much.
oh yeah. But that's good for you too. We've
Oh,
we've been we've been
What, clearing yourself out
yeah. Every once in a while.
every once in a while.
Open them floodgates.
Yeah.
We've been drinking smoothies for breakfast lately. Fruit smoothies. Just because I don't feel like cooking breakfast and they're easy.
we better start adding kale. Get some green in there.
No.
I've been thinking about doing some
No.
veggies. Why not?
No,
No.
no.
I still like the old V8s. I like a V8 every now and then. I think they're pretty.
My daughter has a boy in her classroom that's named Kale. And I'm like, what were his parents thinking?
Oh.
It's even spelled the same way, Kale. So I'm like,
There's
why
a
would you name?
family out
I'm
here.
gonna call it. Here's my son, Carrot.
There's
Don't
a,
my daughter
there's a
can, but-
family in this
The hell were
area
they
with the
smoking when
last
they came
name
up with
of
that?
Kill.
Yeah.
This is our adopted son here, arugula.
How about the twins?
Arugula.
How about the twins? Orangelo and Lamangelo.
There you go. Yeah.
Orange Joe and Lemon Joe.
So, what's
I don't have
new
any
for?
Don't have any porn to show you, but I've got a mystery to show you.
I know what that is.
Oh, I know
I
what
know
that
it
is
too.
too.
Not that big a mystery.
It is.
Not that big a mystery?
As a
No.
matter of fact, here.
Here.
Oh,
ta-da.
for Pete's sake. I thought I was going to get a bunch of it.
Wrong
I used to
Wrong
have
group,
one.
dude.
Rock
You have to maybe go for the let's see, who would be, the
Here's one.
financiers. They wouldn't be able to get it.
Here's one for you.
Oh, Dano, yeah, I have him pinned. Other people can't see it. There you go.
Did you pin me up? Did you?
This
one's roached out. It don't work. I wish it did. I bought it very cheaply, but that's pretty cool too.
I would say that deals with carbide.
Nope. This is an old
Oil
oil
lamp.
that you would hang on your hat. The hook would go on your hat, and you bind with that.
For all those on YouTube,
Oh,
that didn't
oil
get it,
light. Yeah.
This is an old cap lamp. That's
But
where
it's
the candle would go.
yes.
And the
Right.
hook is where you would hook it on your hat.
Or
Spike
put it
is
in
where
the
you
wood.
Jam it into the crack.
Right. Jam it into the crevice of the rock or into the wood.
So
Right.
you had your candle light. Damn, I thought I had it. No,
Your
Sorry.
your volume's
I see.
really low, Jim.
mine is.
Yeah, so one of the places we did stop on the way back was Nashville. We went to American Pickers,
Yeah.
Historical Archaeology, whatever their store is called.
We also went to the Blues House in
Oh yeah,
Mississippi.
we went to the Blues. We
Ooh,
took
cool.
we went on
Oh,
the
yeah.
Blues Road. Is that what it's called? Blues
Scenic
Road.
route.
Oh yeah, I always go to Scenic Route. My maps on my phone is set up for no tolls and avoid highways. So some of my routes, I'll get a pick of 2 or 3 routes, and one will be a highway, one will be a toll road, and one will be a alternate road, which is usually about an hour longer. So, but yeah, it's all scenic stuff. That's the kind of driving that I like to do. When I go cross country or do long drives, I get off the highways. I don't ride the highways. I ride, secondary routes. There's just so much more to see in most places. Sometimes you run into the same thing.
Right.
I've seen that. Yeah, so yeah, that's oh yeah, we went down. Oh, the Blues Highway is called.
Blues
The
Highway.
Blues
Yeah.
Highway. That was cool. Out of blues museums. But yeah, what was I talking about?
Mississippi. No toll roads.
Yeah, no, yeah, we take scenic routes. I'm called scenic route. That's one of my handles on the CD.
You take scenic routes within a scenic route.
Yeah, well, that too.
Do you have any upcoming job trips coming up, Jim?
I'm still waiting to hear on that that job just north of town here. And apart from that, no. I'm sitting home, tucking up the house and getting ready for Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
Christmas.
Yeah, it's coming sooner than you think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not here, it isn't.
Bah, humbug.
I'll be.
So, man, we had freezing rain yesterday, and the whole driveway, my truck was a sheet of ice, and I had to drive the kids to school in the morning. Normally they walk, because I mean the two of them go to a school that's about 150, 200 yards from our house, and the other one goes to high school. It's about maybe a mile away, not even. And yeah, scrape the ice off my truck, off the windshield, whatever. I take the kids to school and then back home. And then the wife calls me and she says, "Oh, you got to go out and do this." Okay. So back out I go again. I had to scrape the whole truck off again because it kept coming down, man. And I'm telling you, 4-wheel drive and studded tires are a thing. And yeah, I had no problem. I mean, I was sticking to the road, but boy, oh boy, oh boy, just nasty. This, I wish it would just snow. You know, like I could have rain, I could take snow, but that freezing rain stuff is just, it's got to go.
Freezing rain sucks.
Terrible. I
sucks.
don't care how skilled you are.
Yeah,
The
No.
ice rules.
yeah.
And personally, if it's gonna be cold and me working outside, give me snow.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Sure.
The drier the better,
Exactly.
but give me snow. If it's cold and wet, rainy, no.
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 Last couple of days up here, it's just been a nightmare.
Where's that? Where's up here?
Thunder Bay, North Shore, Lake Superior.
He's up in Canada.
Oh,
It just
ooh, it's
we're
really
about-
cold there.
No, it's not that bad. We're about 45 minutes north of the U.S. border, heading down towards Duluth. Like it's a 2-hour drive from here to Duluth, so that, and then about 6 hours from here to Minneapolis.
Mr. Lodak says, Jim, you have a loose connection or something.
Either in your mic or in your head.
Does that?
Well, that's both are quite possible. Here, I'll try.
Let's check the one in your mic.
Am I crackling or something there, Lodak, or what?
Oh, you kept fading in and out.
Really?
Yeah, we'd lose you. We wouldn't lose you, but your volume would drop.
He's rocking back and forth.
No. I mean, the mic's right in front of my lips.
It's loose in
He's
there.
rocking back
I'm used to.
and
I'm used to working in a helicopter, so the mic is always just a quarter inch away from my lips.
Right.
Am I still fading in and out? I'd hate to go, have to
No,
spend another $150 on another headset.
Oh,
it was probably just like you said, a loose connection somewhere. All you do is twist it or glue it and try to take care of it.
Okay, well,
You know how many times? How many times I've had something not work, right? I can't figure out what's wrong with it. So I go, well, let me take this apart, put it back on.
and then
Not
it
knowing
works.
it works.
Yeah,
That
well, that's
happens.
what I just did. I just unplugged
Right,
all
right.
my
That's-
connections.
sometimes
I
that's
plugged
all
it
it
back
needs.
together, and it was
Yeah. Boom.
there. We are.
fixed.
Yeah,
You're
exactly.
you're talented.
Yep.
Multi-talented guy he is.
There we go.
No. No, Vicky feeds. Do you feed raccoons, Jim?
Have I ever fed raccoons?
I mean,
Yes.
do you feed raccoons?
I have fed raccoons. Yes.
Okay, yeah, that was him. I was talking about it. We
With
talked about
the Doritos. Yeah.
it.
With
Yeah.
the mama, with the kids. Yeah.
Hot dogs, all them raccoons.
No, that's
That was
not
me.
him.
Oh,
No, that
Oh,
was me.
my.
She was. We saw a video of a guy who went into his back porch, and there must have been at least 24 raccoons
oh
boy.
my goodness.
all over this dude. He was feeding them. What was he feeding them?
Hot dogs.
Hot dogs.
Oh boy.
Who'd
And-
want
and-
all
and they were-
those
I mean-
little bandits around?
Yeah, danger.
Oh.
The only reason that mama was she was sure of me was because we would net the ciscos, the whitefish, and it's kind of herring, and you catch them all sort of late October, first couple of weeks in November. You catch them in the dip nets, and these big 4 or 5 pound fish, and we'd smoke them. And so we'd have this big long production line down there at the shore with 5, 6 guys, and it's like head off, tail off, another guy had gut them, scale it, whatever, and boom, off into a bucket. And then every time one of those buckets got full, we'd just go down to the edge of the property and we'd chuck it into the bush. And the raccoons would be sitting there, and they would and you'd hear crunch, crunch, crunch as they were eating the heads. And so they were so used to being fed by humans from us producing, processing the fish, that, that day when I went out on the porch to go have a smoke and have my bag of Doritos with me, one of them decided to come up on the porch. Maybe she didn't get enough fish or something.
Well, they get, that's a problem for me. That's the problem with doing that with a wild animal, to make it dependent on you.
Oh
Not
yeah. I
Not
totally
necessarily
get you.
dependent, not
But
necessarily totally dependent, but
We're living in the wild. Like where I was doing this is in the bush,
Right.
like where we live. So this is their once a season they get a chance to do this, and then for the next 50 weeks they got to go and forage for themselves. So that it's not like we were making them habituated to us, but they just knew that those 2 weeks while we were up there was their that's their fat time. Yeah. Which coincided with winter coming on, so they were good with that.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm talking about people that do it at their house and they have tons of animals.
No. I would never
Good.
ever tell anybody to feed a wild animal.
No. I mean, it's cute and all that, but and then they do so much damage to your house too. It's not like they're not gonna do damage just because you feed them. They're gonna hang around and they're gonna go, wow, why should I move from this spot? I think I'll dig me over here, make my house here.
Yeah. That wasn't an issue with us where we were, but yeah, it would be an issue. Like if you were in cottage country and you tried to do that, then yeah, definitely you would. Yeah, you'd be causing a problem. So.
Oh, people are people.
Yeah. But it was funny. She walked up on that porch and she looked right at me, and I was eating the Doritos and smoking my cigarette, and I'm like, and she came right up and she grabbed that chip so gently that like I heard her teeth bite it, but she didn't crack it, and she pulled it out of my hand and she sat back and she ate it, and then she came back again, and I gave her one, and then she turned around and she went, gave it to her kids, came back, got another one. I gave it to her. She went, gave it to her kids, and she was feeding her kids. Yeah, no, it was cute. It was cute.
But again, like I said, now that becomes a learned
Absolutely. Yeah.
Those two kids, you know.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
go, oh, that guy'll give me a chip.
But that was a one-off.
Like Lauren said, 12 gauge to the face.
No, but that was a one-off. I mean, they got that. They'd be talking about. You remember that one time that guy gave us a chip? You know.
Yeah.
And
those guys, I bet they'll give us chips.
no, I don't make.
I don't know what they're carrying, but I bet they'll give us chips.
I don't make a habit out of doing that. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's. What's up, Brian? Brian. American Gold Prospectors.
Brian. There's the man, the myth, the legend.
Roger.
12 gauge keeps wild animals away pretty good. Yeah, I got one of them. I got an over and under. Lawrence, I'll tell you a funny story about the 12 gauge. I take my kids out. We go bird hunting every fall, and I got all three of my kids now they're getting old enough now they could do their hunter safety course and that. And the 12 gauge that I have is an over and under Franchi, and it's an older Franchi. It's made for 2 3/4 inch 12 gauge shells. And every once in a while, and it's a single trigger, so it self-cock. So you pick which barrel you want to go first, and it's a full choke and then a modified after that. So you're going to go modified first, and then as the bird goes by, you go to full choke, and for a longer distance, you're going to catch them in a pattern. And but every once in a while, when I pull that trigger, both barrels go at the same time, and it's getting worn. And so I took the kids out. It was 2 winters ago, I guess, 2 falls ago. At any rate, we went up, and we just drive the old bush roads, and in my truck, and I got the shotgun there in the seat, cocked open, and I got a couple shells in my tit pocket, and well, boom, up goes this grouse up into this tree. So I stop the truck, I get out of the truck, grab the shotgun, I put 2 shells in and close it up. The very first grouse of the year, and I aim just about an inch above his head, and I pull the trigger, and both barrels go off. Well, it's like riding the space shuttle. Wham! This thing goes up, blew the head clean off the bird. The bird came out of the tree like a sack of shit. And pardon my French, I just demonetized your channel. But it came out of the tree like a beanbag. And I thought, oh my God, I beanbagged it. And I picked this bird up, and the head was gone. It was like both loads, obviously one of them caught it right in the
well, more likely you missed one.
So I gave it
the other.
I gave it. I had it, and my kids are all like, "Wow, Dad, where did this go?" And the kids were like, "Wow, Dad, you shot his head clean off. Wow, Dad, that's amazing." Like, no, that wasn't the plan. Like I didn't expect both barrels to go off, and no, they got used to it after that. But
should have made for easy cleaning.
Oh, absolutely, it was a clean bird.
No pellets in it,
Oh, not a one, not a one. But yeah, I take them out every fall, and we go get a bunch of birds, and they're all happy with that.
Cool.
Yeah. For those of you who grouse hunt, when you chop the leg off, you get that ligament that sticks out the top of the leg, and so when you pull on it, the bird's foot closes. You can pull like this, and I showed that to my son, and I said, "Here, take this home and show your mom." And he came home. He's like, "Mom, look at this." And my wife threw a fit. She's like, "Oh my God, what are you doing?" Yeah, but it's fun, you get the kids involved, and they become little hunters. It's good.
Little hunters, little prospectors.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You got to get get that love of the chase
Oh,
and the
being
environment.
outdoors.
Yeah.
We have some more treasure porn to share.
Hey, what's up, Terry Curry?
From the land down under from Brad.
Can do veteran. Welcome.
Hey, can do.
Hey, Can Do, how are you doing? Long time no see.
160 coins. Brad found in a bottle on a bottom of a river. Some are well over 100 years old. He found these all in one go. Just
Wow.
of course in a bottle. So
Yeah, would be, you know.
Holy smokes.
So let
There's
me.
my sister. What's up,
Let me
Diane?
cue it up. Diane.
Yeah, she's working on her nativity scene at home. Send me a picture.
Oh, nice. Okay, here it is. Wait. See, that's.
Home zoo and prospecting. Whoa.
Look at all these large suns.
Oh, wow.
Can you see them yet, guys?
Oh, I see them. I see them now.
Right.
You're moving.
I don't
got a couple nice large.
I don't see a damn thing.
But might you might want to
Maybe
refresh.
behind
Oh,
you.
there we go on YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah,
Everyone's latency is different, depending if they're
I get 'em on-
hardwired, Wi-Fi.
Yeah, I see them on YouTube.
Then there's.
Ohio Relic Hunter wants to know if you've ever hunted with a bow for a pheasant. Jim?
Me?
Yeah.
No. And I'll tell you, Ohio Relic Hunter, I'll tell you the truth. I simply don't have enough experience with a bow to take a life. And as a responsible hunter, I would have to actually go out and practice before I was willing to do that.
One more practice.
You know,
Practice.
I've killed more deer with my 30-30 Marlin than smallpox, you know, has, but
Poor Bambi.
no, not Bambi's, adult deer, but
Bambi's
I would.
Bambi's mother, that's even worse.
I wouldn't trust myself to hunt with a bow.
How about
I know the
crossbow?
bows. I know the arrows you're talking about, because we actually found one in the bush while we were deer hunting last year. They've got like little wire things attached to them. It's just designed to knock the bird. If we're gonna talk mining, we might as well light the mining lamp, right? There we go.
Oh, that's what I was talking about, the mining lamp. I sent Dano a picture of a carbide lamp.
I like what I've been looking at what he's got right there too. I really like those. I'd like to have a couple for camping because they're oil.
Right.
Yeah, kerosene.
I got carbide. It's a nice carbide.
This is kerosene, and the carbide. The thing with a carbide lamp is they're good, but they only last so long.
Right.
Kerosene will last a lot longer. And if you get into an environment, well, you're not going to get into an environment camping like that, but where the oxygen runs out, the flame will puff out in that, whereas your carbide will keep going.
Right.
So
yeah, I collect carbides, but I've been looking at those too the past probably about a month. I've been looking at them. I want to buy a couple. I think they're really neat. You buy an antique one, they're pretty high dollar too.
Oh, they are. And the idea, the truth is, and we still use them to this day underground.
Yes.
And believe it or not, because it's one of these things that if the science ain't broke, don't fix it. And what you do is you tune the light until it's about that high. And I know you can't see much on the thing, but usually there's 3 lines scribed on the glass if you get a real one. Okay. And what that is for measuring the amount of methane that's in the atmosphere in the mine where the lamp is. And if there's methane present, the flame will jump. And like it'll burn, but it will jump. And you have to, when you look at it, if it jumps up to the second line, if it jumps to the third line, it's time to GTFO. And what that's telling you, because that third line is approaching 4% methane. And when methane hits 4.5% in oxygen, it's explosive. And that's when you get, your coal mine explosions and that kind of thing happening. So but we use them in more often than not now, because we have, dragger detectors and stuff. You pump them and it tells you what's present in the atmosphere, and we use that more often. But a lot of times what we use these for now is in places where you're pumping cement back underground to fill up the holes that you've already mined. So you take the waste rock from development tunnels or whatever, and it's got to go to surface because it's got to go somewhere. And then they crush that up, they turn it into cement. Meanwhile, boys like me are mining the ore out of a stope, and I'm creating an open hole. Well, we got to cement that hole so that we can go above it, right? Or below it. And so then you pump the cement back underground, and cement, as it cures, consumes oxygen. And being underground, you're in an enclosed capsule, basically. So there's only so much oxygen in that set of tubes, if you want to call it that. And so a lot of times the construction guys, they'll set one of these lamps up right in front of where the cement is curing. And as long as you see that little light, and you'd be amazed how far away, you could be 300 yards away down a perfectly straight tunnel, and you can see that light from 300 yards away. And it gives you a little bit of peace of mind. And it's telling you that, yeah, there's still enough oxygen over there. So I'm still good over here. And so we still use these today.
Yeah, they're unique. I see them with clear glass, red glass, and yellow glass in them. Of what I've been looking at.
The only ones I've ever used underground have all been clear.
Right, clear. I figure a red one might be like a railroad one or something.
Maybe, yeah. Yeah, like a signal lamp. Yeah.
Right, like a signal lamp. Because I actually got one of the ones where it's clear out the front, red at one side and green at the other. It was the old Caboose guy's lantern.
That's probably, yeah.
And it's carbide, but it was for signaling.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, very interesting history.
Oh, I like those. What he's got there, I'm looking to buy one, but like I said, if you buy one antique, they're expensive, man. Ain't nothing cheap about them.
Yeah, they're not cheap. I mean, that one there, I bought that years ago, and it was well over $100.
Yes, absolutely. Everything I'm looking at is $200, a little under 200.
Yeah.
So is that a modern one you got there, or is that
the one that I have?
Yeah.
I would call it a modern one. Okay. But it's still the same model that is used underground.
okay.
I've got, my mom has actually, back in Ottawa, she's got one of the original ones that the coal miners used back. My ancestors were coal miners in Scotland, and she's got still sitting beside the fireplace at home. She's got the original coal lamp from Scotland. That'd be worth a hell of a lot more than that. So it's really cool. It's got a flint striker on the side of it to actually light the so you put the wick up and then you bang this striker in, and there's a like a Zippo, you know,
Right.
that'll light the
carbide headlamp like that. It's got a little
light the wick.
in it to.
Yeah. I used down in, believe it or not, I used carbide lamp down when I was working in Chile. And I was down looking at a mine called Primavera, which means springtime in English. And they gave me this carbide lamp, and you wear it around on your chest, and it's got this great big hook on it. And the big hook, you put it around the back of your neck, and it hangs right here in the center of your chest. And then when you get to where you're going, you just take the hook off and you hang it up wherever you can and point it whichever way. But the problem for me, and it took a while to get, because as a geologist, right, like I pick up a rock and the first thing I do is I look at it like this. And well, when you've got a jet of flame coming out the center of your chest, like a map torch, you know, the last thing you want to do is put your hands right in front of you and look at this. And the number of times I burnt the hair off the sides of my hands, I can't until it took me about 3 times, and then I finally learned. It's like, okay, let's put the lamp over here and then we'll look at the rock, you know. Yeah, it was funny. But yes, I have used and learned how to use those lamps. It's amazing.
And if you're around carbide, it's got to smell.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
We used to use them coon hunting when I was young. That's how I got hooked on them. You had the one that went on your belt and the hose went up to your hat.
Mm-hmm.
Wind guard on it. But the coons would look right at that light. The 12-volt hunting lights, they wouldn't hardly look at them, but they'd look right at that carbide.
So is that a really hot light, or I mean, is it?
Carbide is a hot flame.
Is it?
Yeah, it's propane, I think is what it is.
Acetylene.
That's it, acetylene. Water drips on that. It's like a gravel, and it produces acetylene.
Yeah, calcium carbide. It produces acetylene, and the acetylene is what lights. Yeah.
I probably got about a gallon of carbide right now.
Yeah.
Dano made off on that one, huh?
Yeah, I did. That was a good one. Ordered carbide that didn't show up forever. Just ordered a can. Told them it didn't show up, so they sent me a can. 2 years later, I get 5 cans in the mail that has been lost in the postal system. I got so much carbide now, I can go out and do the old 50-gallon barrel and blow it up in the air if I want to, just to watch it do it.
So it's explosive too, huh?
Acetylene is yeah. I mean, if you put water to it.
Watch YouTube sometime. Guys put it in a 50-gallon drum, put a little hole in the drum, turn it upside down. They touch it off. That barrel goes 100 foot in the air when they touch it off.
Oh yeah. What I learned when I was using them was because you gotta you unscrew the bottom of the lamp, right, and then you put your carbide in, and what the guys would do is you could just screw it back on, because the top of the lamp is your little water container.
Right.
So you fill the top with water and the bottom has the carbide, and then there's a little drip valve that you open up. But what they would do is the miners in Chile, they would take a piece of cotton, just a piece of cotton cloth or whatever, and they would lay it on top of the carbide. So the cotton itself would get wet and it would soak all of the carbide at the same time. Otherwise, you kind of just burn a hole in the carbide with the water.
Right.
You have to shake your lamp in order to get your lamp to work again. And so by putting that cloth on top, it would soak the whole thing and it would consistently produce a solid flame.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we hunted because we were walking and it naturally agitated it, so it always stayed stirred up anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I see where you're saying they set it down, it's burning a hole out in the middle and not getting out to the outer reaches of it.
Yeah.
So I know when you get to the last of your carbide, a lot of times if you shake the canister, you'll get another 10 or 15 minutes out of it.
That's it. Yeah. 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 It's amazing how well it works. And I mean that dish that goes around the front of the little nozzle where that flame
Yes.
comes out, they would have, like, we had tins of Brasso there at the entrance of the mine, and the boys every once in a while they would open up the Brasso and they would get in and they would scrub the inside of their
Yep.
that thing until it became like a freaking mirror, man. And the amount of light that thing projected, it was enough that you could mine by it. It was good.
Yeah, my first antique when I bought, I shined the lens up and thought, "You idiot! What did you just do?" It's antique. Don't shine an antique up.
The old guys shined them up once a week.
Yeah, our hunting ones we do. We hunted with those ones we had. We either had Brasso or one guy had a silver one. I forget what he cleaned it with. He cleaned it with some kind of like cleaner.
Mm-hmm.
The brass ones, we would take, like you said, Brasso and get them take a nice cotton cloth and polish them. And
oh yeah. It's amazing how bright it is.
It's a good light, actually.
It is. It's, as a geologist, it gets difficult when you're used to looking at it in that light, and then all of a sudden, the clients come down, so here I've been for like 2 months mapping this thing and sampling it and everything, and describing the rocks as being green and brown and whatever. And then they all show up and they whip out these like mag lights that are like this completely brilliant white. and you look, and all of a sudden all the colors are completely different.
Yeah.
It's not green and brown anymore. It's like, and they're like, "What are you talking about, green and brown?" I'm like, "Well, I didn't have that white light." That's what it looked like to me. So, but the science is still the same. The assay speaks for itself.
Right.
So, yeah. Too funny.
Kind of like that light.
I miss those times. Yes, exactly like that light. Yeah, we don't need any of that underground. Thank you very much.
Yeah, this would light up the whole underground.
Yeah. Yeah.
Other than that, yeah, it's been a fun week.
Yeah.
Fun month.
Mm-hmm.
So, and how'd the shows go while we were gone? While I was gone, I didn't even watch them.
Not bad. Not bad. They went on except for the day I was on the plane, and other than that, I had a special guest host join me for one.
Yeah, you had
Rose.
Rose on one week, didn't you?
Yeah, and then I believe the last one I was solo. Thing.
Oh no!
I'll have to watch it and remember. I forget.
Thanks,
All
G.
right.
Thanks, GPU. Hit that like button.
Definitely.
Share.
Boom.
Subscribe. All them good things.
Yes, sir.
So
Remember,
we're planning on giving away.
Oh,
We're planning
go
on
ahead.
giving away a piece of Dream Mat tonight, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Adventure Sleuth.
yeah.
Adventure Sleuths.
Just be cool, melody tech team. Hey, all.
Hey, Juice. How you doing? Yeah, be giving away Adventure Sleuth for the end of stream giveaway, so remember that's coming up in just a little while. If any of you would want to come in and say hi or talk about what's coming up in the future. Oh, wait. We have David Peterson here, the inventor of Dream Mat.
Oh,
What?
he said he might be calling in.
Madness
Hey,
begin.
literate.
He's a good one to pin up.
Yeah, put that mug up there. Put that old mug up there.
Got him. He's up there. How you doing, David? You're
I
muted.
think I'm doing pretty good.
Oh,
Can
there
you hear
you
me?
are. There you
Yeah,
are.
we
There
got
he
you.
is.
We
Well, there's all these
hear
buttons I have to push, and I had to guess which one.
you.
I am, almost not tech savvy age. I should be a little bit of grace. I'm not like in my 30s or 40s where I know all this stuff. I'm old enough where I still remember the phone hooked to the wall.
Well, people like us, Dave, even Jesse, we saw all the old stuff and we saw the advent of the computer and all of that.
We had the tin cans with the strings. That's what I remember.
I when I was young and in the Boy Scouts, they would take the tin can, the coffee can, the big one, and they would poke a hole in it and tie a cotton string with a big knot.
Yep.
And then to the tree and pull it tight and put rosin on that string and do fake bear sounds. Roar. You pull that string and it would sound like a bear.
Yeah,
And
make
I
noise.
had
What,
family-
can I tell you a secret?
Yeah.
In Canada, we do the same thing with a big coffee can, and you get an oversized bootlace with some wax on it, and you punch a hole, and it makes a moose sound, and it actually calls the moose.
Oh, wow.
And you reach in, you pull it out, and it goes, whoa.
Yeah. I was at a
Like
family
that,
reunion in Lake Tahoe. We rented out the Alpen Meadows, the whole little chalet in the middle of the summer for a family reunion. A lot of people from flatlanding states like Iowa, Wisconsin. Not Wisconsin ain't too flatlandy, but Iowa, stuff like that. In California, a lot of people, Texas. So we get there and we've seen some bears earlier up on a trail ride. Some people were trail riding, and they were out playing in a volleyball court at night with lights. And I went in the bushes and I put the string on the tree, and I made the bear sound, and I rustled the trees, and those kids freaked out, and they went all onto this balcony and wouldn't come down onto the ground, and everybody would kind of like, oh, it can't be a real bear, and they get kind of come across the court, and I'd make the bear sounds, and then shake the trees some more, and they were convinced there was a bear, and they were going to call like the fishing game and all that kind of stuff. But I was smart enough to let the uncles, and my phone is having issues here. There we go. Let the uncles and aunts know what I was going to do, so I wouldn't get shot by a game warden, tranquilized. And in all the kids, and I finally came out and exposed myself. Hey, here comes, here's Yogi. Come on, boo boo, where are you? Came out, and some of the younger teenage girls were so disappointed that it wasn't a real bear. They started crying because they thought it was a real bear. And I had awful.
Oh no!
So, yeah, it was. Oh my goodness, these people were cool. That was a bear in those bushes. So yeah, have some fun.
I want to go pet the bear.
Yeah, no, they thought they were going to see a real bear up close. So
keep hold that thought, Dave. I have to address something here right away. Oh yeah, super chat. Down East Detecting, thank you very much. Thinking about you, Ed, but the island is on. They're still finding nails, right?
Oh, they've got the nails attached to the wood with, too?
I guess so. No, I have no idea Bob. Sorry, I don't watch it.
I stopped watching that show 2 years ago. I
That's
got
it.
so sick and tired of 30 minutes of commercials, 15 minutes of this is what happened last week, and then 15 minutes of new material. It's like, you know what?
New wood.
Let's just watch. We'll wait till the end of the season and we'll watch like the season
Well,
finale,
I
and they'll summarize the whole
I
thing.
don't
in 2
even
hours.
watch Gold Rush, Fahrenheit Gold, or anything like that unless I'm in a watch party on Zoom with my
No.
friends from goldprospectorspace.com.
I've yet to go to one of those watch parties. Probably because I have better things to do when that television show is on. But I don't know. I'd love to go one time.
Schedule is the number one killer for me, where I would watch a lot of the Gold Rush shows, but I had 2 teenage boys. And by the time we sit down, me and the wife, and have a few seconds to look at each other from our easy chairs, it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, all the shows are over, and I only got 15 minutes worth of eye-opening time left in my head before I start passing out.
That's
Yep.
it.
Yeah, it is. Schedules are hard, especially when you're working and getting stuff done. Yep.
And of course, don't forget all the PMs you get at night. Hey Dave, what about this? Hey Dave, what about
This Black Friday was really stressing. It was Tim did a good job setting up everything he could, but there's a reality that neither of us are techno geniuses, and we're older dudes, and you do everything it tells you to do, and you test it, and it seems like it works, and then at 12:01, I'm getting my phone sitting there vibrating, and I'm like, do I answer it or don't
Do you
I?
know
Because
who
I know
shows
the
up?
sale's on, and somebody needs some help, and I was kind of up already, and then I started answering people's questions, and our giddy up and go and how we set everything up wasn't giddy up and going for some folks. Some of it was their issue, some of it was the site issue, and it's just like, I get to work this Monday, and my brother looks at me and goes, yeah, the Black Friday sale went pretty good, except for a lot of people had trouble with the website. I go, well, what's the problem? He goes, well, you can see the banner that tells you what the code was on the computer, but you couldn't see it on the cell phone. I go, so where was somebody supposed to tell us this? He goes, I don't know. So we had death threats. Not death threats. I'm teasing. We call them death threats. I'm just making jokes. Sorry, just being funny. Where we have all these orders and of people who couldn't find the code. I'm making fun of this because it is funny. We're just make light of it because it's just life. But you get all these orders where people couldn't figure out the code, and so what they would say, they leave a message going, "If I need my discount, or else blah blah blah," and some of the wording they would use, if you can't get this stinking thing, and I'm sitting there thinking, really, but I tell Tim, I go, Tim, you gotta realize this. It's late at night. People are trying to get the deal. They're probably like us. They're technologically incapable of making it happen. They're older folks, and they're frustrated.
Yeah.
Computer won't do.
Easy to get that way too.
So I want my discount. I need it. This is pretty funny and stuff. But it worked out good. We gave everybody their discount anyway. We only had discount. About half of the orders worked on the internet, and everything went through right. And the other half, we had to give them the discount after the fact. But for Black Friday was a little stressing. So we got done. We shipped all day Monday. It was Monday. We got there early, from 6 till 5. We did nothing but ship. And so, so I count our blessings. So it was a good Black Friday sale, and got some free product out there, some discounts to people, made some people happy, and so good beans. Make the world go around.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Nice.
So, and all the products we thought would sell didn't, and all the products we didn't think would sell did. So that's how smart we are. So can't the crystal ball. We haven't bought one yet at the Dream Mat Cave. We're working on it, but
You're gonna need a big one.
Yeah. If we ordered a crystal ball, we'd roll it over and it'd be like you'd see 3 thumb holes in it. That's the kind of deal we probably get.
the dual purpose. So what's new in the world of Dream Man? Anything?
I don't know how I'm holding together really. I got Black Friday. I caught us off guard, and the holidays have caught us off guard because we have so many new things coming this summer, and then the holidays are here. And what happens in Montana is this thing called hunting season. So then and you basically stop everything and you hunt and then you return. So in my list of to-dos is just like a leaning tower of Pisa, and I'm trying to hold it up, and it's just every day the tower gets taller, but I'm able to overcome some things. So I'm pretty excited the fact that I got 2 new patents in the work. Gonna finish them up this month, so that's almost off my chest. Tomorrow will be my last day of artwork. I gotta work with the patent lawyer. Me and him, we're going over stuff. Tomorrow will be my last day of artwork, and then he's gonna draft. And then that's exciting. I can't wait to tell people about this stuff. It's almost too exciting. And I haven't even told some of these people right here that are watching the show.
Yeah, I know.
I'm
sitting here.
exciting.
I'm sitting here anticipating that, and I see you going, I want to say, but I can't.
Yeah. And then but one of the things we're doing, I made an order today on the internet where we are going to be going to a couple outings. We don't know how many outings we're going to go to, but we're going to go to a few outings, and hopefully we can work with some folks, set up some things, and we want to do some demonstrations with the Dream Mat in the dredge. And the reason we want to do that is because we think it's advantageous for people to really see, touch, and feel, and look at what's going on. The YouTube video that's coming up, which is really going to stir the pot. And I got to be careful because I got to lick the spoon, meaning in a good way, but not trying to stir it in a controversial way. But we want to stimulate thought. We want to stimulate what if. And it's really hard in this day and age. We do sports, and we're all good with sports, one team against another and all different type of things that are out there in contests, and, from derby car racing to, kids to professional sports and all those things that we do and compete against in life, And what we're trying to do is just basically, in a lot of ways, is I am, especially being as the engineer-minded guy, want to improve things. And a lot of people say, well, it isn't broken. And I go, I'm kind of begging to differ. But that's okay. Opinions are opinions. But what we want to do is we just want to show people what we're doing and let them see the difference. Because just like we talked earlier when we chimed in, what did we talk about? I grew up, phone was on the wall with the cord, rotary.
Right.
And then they made the change from, hey, the rotary phone don't work, no, because now we got the tone thing. And, rotaries didn't work because they clicked, And then, I grew up in the age where my stepdad, when radios became big deal, he was a bias ply man, and he had a stockyard full of bias plies because everybody was getting rid of them, and they were going to radios. And I remember we even had some tires on the international truck that had tubes in them. And people are like, tubes? Yep, bias plies with tubes in them. And you can imagine back in the day, the conversion, in the conversations that probably happened in the industry and what was going on, where the guy would say, no, I can't trust no tubeless tire. I got to have a tube in it to make sure it keeps the air in it out there in the farmland, and things are going wrong. I can't trust the bead. I got to have a tube in it, and so in thinking that guy sitting there, it'll never happen. I'll never have a tire without a tube in it, and the reasons why, and valid reasons. And now you look where we're at. And a lot of it is because engineering and just people wanting a better life in general, make things better. And here we are, and we got smartphones, And then you got people saying like, well, these things in the mining industry will never change. And this is the staple. This is the way it'll always be. And then we even got, I could even go take you to videos where, very prominent, looked up to people will say this sluice box will never change. It'll always stay this way. this will stand the test of time. And I understand that tradition and what's going on. But then I also understand that the betterment in the tires and the disc brakes, opposed to drum brakes, phones, being a smartphone now, opposed to be a rotary on the wall, all these things happen because whatever it was bettered something, and there was benefit, and we as a society and people have benefited from it in good ways, maybe in bad ways. And I think a lot in prospecting too, there's with this looking at systems and recovery, a lot of folks I've released this video basically talking about the dredge mat, stirring the pot, so to speak. And the only reason I did it was not to basically run a contest against another company's piece of equipment or call someone out like a schoolyard thing. It's really about, there's an older method of catching gold in a sluice box in this type of system, and then there's our system. What's the difference? Is it really an upgrade, or is it just a different shape, and this is just a different product, and it offers basically the same thing, just a different flavor? Is it really just, like my favorite football team? And what we're trying to hopefully be able to show people, our real heart and passion is about results. And it's really about results we can measure, touch, and feel. And there is a difference, and the difference is so big, but you can see it. Even before you weigh the gold, you can see the difference in the recovery. And that's what we're hoping to see, is we're trying to develop products where we don't have to compete against other companies doing the same thing, where we're our own thing. And it's not saying that we're trying to be, it has nothing to do with being better. It has everything to do with having a better product that makes mining and prospecting better and easier for the prospector, because more gold is funner, more gold is better. That's why I developed the product as a young prospector, learning to prospect, and I was so frustrated and getting skunked again and again and again with sluices and equipment, and realizing that how hard it was to catch this gold, this fine stuff, and then developing a system that could catch it easier and always be able to go no matter what to the creek and get shiny. Didn't get rich, but I had a lot of shiny. Didn't have the shiny before in the other systems. Now we're trying to just keep that going, and we now think we can really show with this dredge mat and some other stuff. We've been thinking about this for a long time, because here we've been basically in this community for long enough to build a reputation as a company, and been able to get a lot of people that really like the products. And I have a lot of comparison videos out there comparing this system to this, and it has nothing to do with the company or that company. It's this type of recovery, the riffles and the way they work compared to Dream Mat riffles. And now I really feel that we're at a point where we can show people in a way, trying to figure out ways to show people. And we got some, where I'm kind of getting at with all this landing the plane, is we developed the test system to be able to easily, very quickly, without having to have guess, well, he was in a better spot with gold here and they were in a better spot with gold there, or the dirt was different, we did longer stuff, different time, and you really can't tell the difference, and opinion creeps in. We've developed a test system where we can go out and we can show people in exact same environments, or even actually in their own environment, put stuff in the sluice and show people this is what it will recover, and do the same thing with the Dream Mat in that exact same dirt environment and say this is what it will do. So we can put two dredges or two sluices or two high makers side by side, same dirt, and we don't have to worry about real gold. We're going to use basically some stimulated ways, just the same tungsten, but also these markers or these coins will be sized, and we'll be able to basically see migration, see how material moves through the box, and be able to easily, with panning out, see these basically the coins in their different sizes, tungsten weights that simulate gold, different sizes and shapes, to be able to see how long the other system holds the gold, where it holds the gold in the system, and how long it takes it to pass it out. Migration. and be able to show people the difference with the Dream Map side by side. And so in very similar tests or exact same tests, same material or side by side running. So we want to do some demonstrations and be able to show people. And we also want to be able to go to some not competitions, but I mean some outings where people are dredging or high banking.
Well,
pass, sorry, Jesse, but pass out some of these coins to people,
right,
and give them like
I was gonna ask you about that, because I know you know about the fact that GPAA is not gonna be doing gold shows this year.
Well, not gold shows. We don't want to go to gold shows where people.
No, what I'm saying is they're
Yeah.
not gonna be doing any gold shows this year.
I read that. I read that, and you got to read into that a little bit about what's going on. But outings, we want to go to some outings where people are banking, and we don't want to go out there and intellectually browbeat people. Boom, 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 boom. We don't want to go out there and try and do the car salesman thing. We don't want to go out there. We just want to have a simple demonstration. Let people, if they want to come watch it, they can. They can, and they can watch the demonstration. If they don't want to, they just want to go mine with their equipment, that's fine. Like I was telling Jesse earlier today, we're going to have these coins. They're going to be cheap enough, and we're going to go around and we're just going to ask people. I got these 10 coins here. All are different sizes. Not just all coins, but they're simulated gold. You're going to be prospecting through the day. I'll give you a free piece of equipment if you pump these babies into your system after you get going for a while and tell me how many you caught at the end of your cleanup. I want to stimulate people's minds, where I want them to be able to see something that they can measure and look at and count at the end of the day. And then they'll basically do the pan, they'll do the cleanup, and they're going to come back to me and say, I caught 7 out of 10, or I caught 5 out of 10. And then I'm going to go, our buddies over here were prospecting with you with the Dream Mat all day. And I gave them their coins and they caught this many, just to stimulate thought. And it's not so much a competition, but what we want to show people is we think we have, as a company and as a person developing this stuff and engineering this for a long time, we have developed a system that really eliminates migration and does a good job at that. And we want to show people the benefits, and we don't expect to be, how can I say it, this crazy winner or over the top, or we're not trying to goat people. But there's a difference. We see a difference. Because I think that's the only thing that makes our company real. Because if we were doing what everybody else was doing and we had the same results, we would not be able to survive as a company. Financially stable, have customers, grow. We doubled this year. We doubled the year before. And seeing the response we got, there's got to be something to it. And when we just started basically down this road of scientific testing and taking exact situations, one of the things I've noticed, I've always kind of felt just by observation in similar environments, and observation in close, being around other people and going to events and going prospecting with other people using different equipment, I've been able to kind of eyeball stuff and gauge, and also do my own testing and be an eyeball engaged. But what we want to show people is the differences very prevalent in a lot of the systems. Not all of them, but in some situations, it's very prevalent. And this is why we chose the dredge system to do a controlled test. And we've been having so many years, people having such good luck with the dredge system, that we wanted to see exactly what the difference was in a controlled test. And we are so blown away. We never expected to see the difference so much, especially in migration. And we want to show people this and let them have their own opinions and be able to look at the product. It's kind of like having a new rifle scope. You go to the scope shop. I did that tonight. I bought one for my boy for Christmas. He's not around here. He's not looking. Okay. I went and checked out the scopes, and I wanted to see which one had the best light gathering, which one had the best, ballistic flex and all this stuff. And I'm looking through all these scopes because I ain't just going to take his word for it. I want to see the difference. And I kind of felt I bought the best scope for the money I could afford for him for his deal. And so I evaluated that with my eyes and my understanding, what little I do have about rifle scopes. I'm not a scope guy, I don't make rifle scopes, but as a hunter all these years, and haven't bought bad scopes that were terrible, had bad light gathering. And that's basically what I'm looking at. Is I think we got a good piece of equipment, and I want to go out there and get in the public more and show people the product and show, which I feel is the difference, because I think the difference is you can see it. It's just right there. And the videos aren't paying us, what do you call it, justice, because the video thing comes out, people have opinions, they like to chime. The internet, of course, invites a lot of controversy, and things kind of can roll in the negative. People that kind of seen it, they believe it. People that haven't seen it, they kind of feel the video just isn't, yeah, can I trust these guys? These are DreamHack guys, And I want to say, I get that. I am biased. But we want to have other people who are biased on the other side have a chance to look at it and touch it and make an opinion. And it's not just about sales, because it's really about, we really believe in the product that much. We think that it'll make your prospecting that much better. We think that you guys will be so much happier knowing that you're not going to flip out that big gold, and you're going to recover, more fine gold and recover it easier with less cons. And so that's kind of where we're excited about this next season. Hopefully we'll get more than 3 outings, but 3 is about all my brother really wants to let me leave the shop for, to help him out run the business. I say we need an employee so I could just go run around, but Tim goes, well, you'll just spend money and we'll all be broke. But anyways, but I'm okay with that, but I'm teasing. But I really enjoy the patience and the interest of the majority of the community out there towards the DreamHack. But I also see through the internet. I'm not blind. I don't got tunnel vision. I'm not in an echo chamber by myself just I look at all the other posts and a lot of other people say, and I realize why they have opinions. It's like arguing over the best caliber gun, the best truck, Ford or Chevy, best motors is the Ford man, versus the Chevy small block. And I see all that. And I see a lot of opinions, and one of the things I've noticed a lot is that there's a lot of people that have developed opinions about the system, the DreamHacks, but have never seen it work personally. All they see is on some video. And what I see a lot of times is people that see it in person, they see it and they're like, wow, because the response, we did that gold show, remember, with the derby race. And I had so many people that basically saw that in person, and they brought me material to run through systems and show how to do it afterwards. That have been saving material for years. So I could not believe what happened there. And that's what we're kind of doing, but we're not out there to, I really, in a lot of ways, when I was younger and in this game, I had to fight through had to do a lot of trailblazing as a young pioneer in this business, I feel, to get to where we are now. And I don't have to quite break out the machete and do so much trailblazing to get basically people to look at the product. The product is doing really good and has gained a lot of traction. And the community has been ultra good to us, and so I'm just trying to keep that synergy going. But at the same time, I see that we have new products and ways to test this, and I want to bring it out to the community and have them take a look at it. And I want to arrange some events. I'm going to work with some people from some events and kind of prod some people and hopefully get 3 or 4 events going, and where we can show up and they'll let us do a demo, and people there will let me maybe spread some coins around and talk about migration and compare with systems and set up people and I'm actually going to bring loaner equipment. If people want to run the DreamHack, high bankers and speed bankers and other pieces of equipment with DreamHack in it that they can hook up to with pumps, and they can run in high bank and not have to share with somebody and dig in the same hole if they want to buy some dirt at some of these events, or however they do it. Some places buy the dirt, some people bring it in as part of the admission, and they all dig around the holes, run equipment and experience running behind it for just basically be able to rent it for a couple bucks and hang out, and I want to do that, and besides, and then people can kind of see the difference and just hang out with the community. Because I think the community is really what it's all about. It's not so much about pushing something, down people's throats, but experiencing it and showing the fun and putting the piece of equipment out there to people to look at. And I think that people will realize, that there's in a lot of situations, not all situations, not all mining, not all dirt, not all pieces of equipment, but certain pieces of equipment, certain situations, of course, the Dream Mat does a really good job. And also it gives me, like I just did, I went out and hung out with this Martin guy, this buddy. Now he's a buddy. He wasn't before, but he was Martin up in Michigan, in the Upper Peninsula, where I get to go out and I get to look at other people who I consider experts that have more field time behind a Dream Mat than I do, as far as they get a hold of this equipment and they're doing a lot of prospecting, and be able to learn stuff from them, because we have a couple new products, not the patented products, but we got new products on the way because of people that in the Dream Mat community that are like, this is my problem, this is my dirt, this is my world. Every Dream Mats are great, but I need a Dream Mat that really works on this. And we're developing these products because, and it's hard too, because it isn't just easy. It isn't just, it's test and fail, test and fail, test and fail, test and fail. Repeat until I can't sleep for months, until we get lucky and do our homework and really work the problem and eliminate all the bad ways to do it before you come up with the right way to do it. And it never seems to be, hey, we'll just change this and this will be the right way, and we'll just make these and this will be really easy, and then we got a new product. It's like you got a product development phase where you do it. It seems like, why did I waste all that time doing it all the wrong way when you do see the right way, you go like, why did I just do that to begin with? And then working through these, and it usually happens with a group of prospectors that are working with you, talking, telling you what they're seeing, and actually having to do field visits, looking at what's going on. And that specific products like that do benefit other miners in other areas, but sometimes they're pretty specific. And so that mat will only work like in that sand and that type of sand. And so we're developing some products that we hope to be in Alaska next year doing some stuff. And that's the hope. We got a lot of hopes.
I hate to cut you off. I hate to cut you off, Dave. I hate to cut you off, but
reality.
You are so hard to cut off, man. Let me tell you,
Go ahead, Jeff,
you are the hardest guy in the world to get a word in edgewise.
My father-in-law says I have the gift for gab.
Oh,
Sometimes it's a gift. But hey, I don't mean to cut you off, but we are running into overtime, and we do want to give away an adventure sluice.
Go for it.
So we need to get that going. I'm glad you showed up. So everybody needs to write in what? Anything? Or just
well, my Nightbot's not going to this live stream, so I took people that were talking in chat.
Okay.
And I been trying to post them in.
Okay.
Where was I watching a show where people actually did like a race, and they raced different animals for different people?
We're having a race tonight. We're
cool.
having elf races.
An elf race tonight.
Elf race, okay.
Yeah, we did a unicorn race on one of your giveaways.
All right, cool.
I can't use that music on that race anymore, or any of these races. I lost my monetization on them.
Wow. Oh, Scott. Yeah, we couldn't find a Bigfoot to race with, so unicorns were the best thing.
Hi, Scott. So, if I'm going to be showing the list here soon and reading it off, and anyone who's sending it out and where, U.S. only or worldwide?
U.S. We don't. If we got some international customers that win, if an international customer wins, I guess I'll take the heat this time. Yep,
Well,
one for we'll do one, and
think-
if international customer wins, it's just Dave's going to take the heat.
Well, most of my international
This is
customers
most of the
are
time.
gonna,
Go ahead, Jess.
it's going to be most of our international people are going to be from Australia. So, that might
Ooh.
So
work.
maybe
Australia,
you could
it'll
talk
cost
to
more
Dustin
shipping
and
than
have
what it's
him
worth.
send something on.
If it's in Australia, that's good because I'll have just Dustin ship him one for
There you
me
go.
because he's got some, and
Right.
then I'll call it even with him, and he'll laugh at me and that he's got to pick up my scraps for me. Give me a hard time.
Of course he will.
Right.
course he will.
Dustin's awesome. Wait, have you guys had Dustin on the podcast before?
No, but I'd like to.
Ooh, you
We
guys need to have him. He is
talked
such.
to him about it, but he
wonderful
never
man.
really seems that interested.
I've talked
I
to
still
him
would like
about it too. You know, I don't beg. I don't be pushy. Try
The
not
time
to be.
difference is a little hard. Time difference would be a
Right,
little
it-
hard.
it is.
It's late morning for them down there, so during a weekday too. So
Right.
Yeah, they're in the future. You know, they see the
Yeah, they're
future.
tomorrow.
They're in the past.
The tomorrow people.
so let me share the display, and I'll
Are you still
go over
alive?
the list.
Man, I've been having problems tonight.
All right, we have American Gold Prospectors, Bigfoot Prospecting, Dan B, David Villa, Down East Detecting and Prospecting, GoPro
Get-
Unlimited.
So can you tell like who's first place and who's last place?
You mean
Indiana
winners?
Gold Getter, Scotty.
So give one to the first place person and give one to the last place person because I'm always seem to be in last place in life. So I'd appreciate someone getting like a
JP
gift.
Lanzimore. Okay, will do. However you want it, Dave. Mr. Lodak. Ohio Relic Hunter, Lawrence L., Heather Francis, Robert Dupati, Heavy Meadow Detective, Golden Eagle Prospecting, Graveyard Prospecting, Mr. Minix, Earth Radio, Scott McClory, and Paul Anthony, Terry Marshall, Brewers Prospecting. Is there any more?
We get everybody. Whose name wasn't called out? Let us know or forever hold your pee.
Something.
Yeah,
Terry-
I don't
Games in
recognize
there.
that song, that game song. You know, that
Terry
game
Marshall
song
says
theme. I didn't recognize quite that
Tuesday.
tune someone was singing there.
You're on
Right.
there now, Kane.
Yep.
You're on there now. Because they want to be noticed or deleted or blocked. One of the three.
Who's that? Brian and Ert
Yeah.
and Bob.
Ert following Brian. Hey, Terry. They can lose their wrenches.
JP says he's still here.
He's got his name up there.
Brian can.
Did you get Randy, Scotty, Tony?
Yep. All right. Again, American Gold Prospectors, Bigfoot Prospecting, Dan B, David Villa, Down East Detecting and Prospecting, GoPro Unlimited, Indiana Gold Digger Scotty, JP Lonson Moore, Mr. Lodak, Ohio Relic Hunter, Lawrence L, Heather Francis, Bobby Robert Dupati, Heavy Meadow Detective, Golden Eagle Prospecting, Graveyard Prospecting, Mr. Minix, Earth Radio, Scott McClory, Paul Anthony, Terry Marshall, Brewers Prospecting, Kane Friday,
Hey,
Terry
Guido's complaining.
Curry,
Yeah.
Terry Curry. Is Guido in the house? I haven't seen him
Guido's
for a
here.
while. He's probably sleeping.
No, he's here. He's complaining to Dave. He hasn't got a message back from Dave about his cube mat. That he,
I left a message for somebody about some installation of cube mats today that asked me a question on the chat, though, like about
Check
3 hours
your
later.
check your there he is. I just saw him. Check your messages. Check your emails, Dave.
I'll check my email. Not tonight, though. Tomorrow.
All right.
Yeah. The only
Yes,
messages I'll
yes,
check tonight are
Guido's
like
in
Messenger
there.
on Facebook, just because it's kind of socially and not really doesn't feel like work, but
Right.
normally ends up that way.
American Gold
I emailed the guy
Prospecting,
last.
Bigfoot Prospecting, Danny B, Dan B, David Villa, Down East Detecting and Prospecting, GoPro Unlimited, and Randy Scotty Tony, JP Lonzimore, Mr. Lodak, Ohio Relic Hunter, Lawrence, Heather, Robert, Heavy Meadow, Gold Eagle, Graveyard, Mr. Meanix at Radio, Scott, Paul, Ringo. No, just I don't see Ringo. But Terry Marshall, Brewers Prospecting, Kane Friday, Terry Curry, Guido. I was trying to be funny. All right.
I know. Your jokes are like Dave's. You guys think they're funny.
I didn't laugh at it.
Are you still in Texas there, Jesse?
No, sir, I'm home. I've been home for a week.
Oh, a whole week.
You go
Just catching
to
up.
here, use this link, Miss Ronald. Use this link right here and go to prospectorsdream.com.
That will do it. What's
Uh,
Ert's problem?
yeah, I don't know. You want to order it or something. Order something. I don't know.
Oh, how do we order one if we want one? Well, you order it.
Yeah, you
Go to
order it.
Prospector's Dream. Go to prospectorsdream.com. The adventure sluices are there. So,
Yep.
Yeah, and one of
And
the
you can't
products we
beat
just
the
lowered
price,
the price
dude.
on actually the Blue Bowl mat, so people hopefully will see that. And we also lowered the prices on some combos for our Bigfoot sluices. We get coming up for the holidays. We and Tim have decided through the holiday season that we're gonna
After I
lower
get
some
back
prices
from my
and
mom's,
basically earn some customers and not just make it a sale because so we've really looked hard at some prices and we got some more prices we're gonna bring down so people can basically get into some stuff and we're gonna do a lot of giveaways. We got a pile of seconds I shouldn't say anything, Tim's gonna be mad.
Yeah, they'll be calling about, hey, you
We
gotta
have a product coming out that we're actually gonna put on the website where we have a whole bunch of them that are seconds that we had made up that we are gonna offer them for a price where my opinion is if you don't buy two, you're just not thinking because you buy one and give it to your buddy and he'll give you the money, before then they're gonna be gone. But we got I think we almost got 100 of them, and you'll see them on the website here, hopefully before the end of the week. It's one of my other jobs I have to do that Tim told me I need to take care of for him.
I want that one sluice with it's the Adventure Sluice cleanup one.
With the header box.
Yeah, but I
Man, that
can't
thing
get
is, if that
nothing
isn't a
till
deal, And that's
It
one of the
might be
things
a
that from
deal,
the
but I have
man,
thousands out right now. I had to go to Washington for 3 days. I
yeah,
have to go to California
I
for a
know.
week.
I'll get you one. We'll get you one just because you're Ed. You're awesome.
Oh,
You know,
sweet.
and Jesse can complain about not getting one. You know, just so you can tell Jesse,
No,
look
no,
what I got.
I never complain about that because you're gonna send me a water table from Paul Jarvis.
See, it's the first I heard of that.
Well,
So,
now
you
you
know.
know.
Now I know.
Now
Okay,
you
okay.
know.
Oh, yeah.
Now you know. All right, everybody,
That's
let's
what I
raise
want for
some
Christmas.
elves. Ready to run? Hell, wait, can do veterans in here. Let's get Scott in the list. Sorry, everybody. Gotta edit.
Oh, add him real quick.
I am.
Yeah,
That's
that
a nice little water table he's got built there. Have you used
I
it?
I got one that's almost just like it. That's purple. It's a little bit different, and I'm kind of almost wanting to swap it out for the new ones because I like the new ones better.
Let me
But
get Pat in
I can't run the
there.
new ones and sell a used piece of equipment, so I'm trying to figure out how to sneak that all off. And you know how it is. It's pretty funny.
Okay,
Yeah,
there's
like I
Pat.
said, that'd be a nice Christmas present for your #1 fan.
Who's that?
Me?
No,
ToledoJess.
yeah, that was funny. I put that warning out today about putting any kind of oils on your pants.
Public service
I don't
announcement.
know what some people. I think they just enjoy. I don't even know if he's a prospector. I think he just popped into the group and decided that start
Well,
telling people they
one
need
of
to
us
pour
let him
oil
in.
on their mats, and I'm just and people are like, "What? When did I'm just thinking, it's either just schizophrenic or
Who knows?
drugs. I don't know. I can't explain it. I just can't figure out what was he thinking.
I don't know. I actually went to his profile and he does have some prospecting stuff on there, but I don't know who he is.
I don't know, but let's
It's like
race.
getting on
Give
like
me a
some kind of
countdown, Dave.
hot rod website or group and tell people put sugar in their gas tank. Yeah,
Give me a countdown,
Give me a
Dave,
countdown,
from
Dave.
3.
Only if
3,
you're mad at him.
2, 1, go.
And we're off and running down east, detecting and prospecting. Has it by a nose at the moment with Heather. Oh, who's this? Dan B coming up. Oh, Scott. They're moving around. Down east is doing good, but look at JP Lunds more coming in. We have David Villa hanging in there, closest to us.
JP.
Look at that. Ohio Relic Hunter coming up on the far side. Mr. Menix. Oh, JP's falling back. David Villa's coming up. Who's this? Oh, Robert DePatti. GoPro Unlimited. Who's gonna do it? Who's gonna do it? Who's this? I can't read their name.
Oh, here comes Terry Marshall coming from the back.
Mr. Lodak is in the lead right now with 24 seconds left on the clock. Oh no.
Jumped too early.
Ert Radio, Robert DePatti, Heavy
Lodak
Meadow Detectives coming up on the inside. 10 seconds left. Some elf's gonna be sprinting now. Mr. Lodak wants it. Look at that. Mr. Lodak, the world's greatest moderator.
Mr. Lodak.
Mr. Lodak in first, Heavy Meadow Detective in last, Graveyard Prospecting third,
We need to know who's last.
And who's last? Lawrence L. I have both their addresses, gentlemen. So who am I sending them to?
Rigged. GPU said.
Yeah, just message me their addresses. I'll send them some tomorrow.
All righty. Excellent. Excellent.
Down Bob's goes, fake news, I can't run. Kanye says, I'm a lazy little elf.
Excellent. Excellent.
What are you trying to find the description of her, Ronald?
I was looking for the link in the description. I put
in the description.
I put a link in the chat room, Ronald, right here, right now. Coming one more time. Boom.
Hurry up. Let it get by you now.
Where's my meth?
Very cool. Well, so we're a half hour into overtime. Glad you called in, Dave.
David.
Yeah,
Thank
a lot of
you.
stuff going on like normal.
Jim.
Workaholic.
Jim, thanks for calling in.
Thanks, Jim. You left without saying bye.
Yeah. Oh well.
He's probably feeling left out.
Now for the
That was
pictures, we dig it. Thank you, and Brad, thank you.
That was a pretty cool guy you had on there with that lamp, and you guys talk about the carbine and stuff. I was listening to that while I was finishing my bowl of supper, and some pretty cool stuff there. That's pretty neat.
That's Jim. He's a professional geologist.
Yeah, I trying to learn, listen, and not just enjoy it and having fun, but boy, there's some cool stuff you guys are talking about there I've never experienced. Besides, I'll never go
excited about his collection.
Not gonna go in no holes. Caves are off my list, so in mine. So, but above the ground, we can do stuff, but not in it.
Being in a mine is that's already been fulfilled for my bucket list. So went down a mine shaft. So I'm good with that.
I got something wrong with my head. It's beyond claustrophobic. You ain't gonna drag me in the cave. I don't know what's wrong with me.
Oh, by the way, I wanted to say something about your commercial.
Oh, I love it. The Sasquatch.
Oh, it's great. I love the commercial, but I just have to say, look at that fat boy run. When Dave takes off running.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the new little commercial, not the old. You've already made fun of me running. I thought I would did a pretty good job acting like I was running, but I got not just you, Jesse, but I get a lot of comments from people saying, do I know how to run? I know.
Well, this is the first time I've been able to humiliate you on the air, so there you go.
But, I thought you were talking about our new little commercial, just the little.
I don't think I've seen that one yet. I have to go look at it.
You haven't seen the new little blurb?
I think you posted it on our group, but I haven't watched it yet.
I saw the one with the Bigfoot.
Yeah. Start drinking something right when you watch the commercial.
Oh, okay. It's that funny, huh?
Yeah. You want me to destroy my computer.
Again. Is it in the test group message, Dave?
You would just type in Bigfoot on YouTube and you'd find it.
I've seen the Bigfoot one.
Yeah, the Bigfoot one where he prefers miner's moss.
Yeah, I saw that. That's where I saw you running.
No, he's running in that one.
Oh wait.
So that's the big. You type in Bigfoot prefers miner's moss on YouTube, and you'll see a little. It's just a little 30-second little blurb.
Huh.
Oh. No, I guess I have to go look at it later.
So anyways,
Later,
you can enjoy watching that.
Okay.
All right, winners, I got your addresses, Lawrence and Mr. Lodak.
Mr. Lodak.
Yeah,
We win?
he was first.
Oh, okay, right. He was first.
And Lawrence was
Last.
last.
You're both from here.
Yep. All right. Next week we're having a guest, an actual miner. She has a small YouTube channel. Should give her some love. I'm sure a lot of you already know her and her husband's channel. They also sell pay dirt. Yukon Alley is going to be joining us next week. And we'll be Flash Fam Challenge, match it, and show some support. Much love, Bob. Much love. Where's that? Oh, yes. Oh, I did that one. Thanks for the super chat.
That dude was a piece of work.
But yeah, next week should be a good show. Looking forward to it. Reminds me, I need to send her a reminder. Mr. Lodak. Oh yeah, super chat. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. You too, Brad. You too. Thank you all. Again, on the 20th, I'll be in California at my mom's funeral. So that's 2 shows in 2 months, 1 month period of time about that I've had to cancel. Sorry, everyone. I know we haven't in the 5 years, over 5 years we've been running, but some things can't be helped. So until next time, till next week, may you always have a flash in your pan.
You know what he's going to say next.
That's right. Oh yeah, super chat.
What?
Thank you, GoPro Unlimited, for the $10 super chat. But you know what I'm going to say, like he said. Maybe one day, too, we'll meet you on the river. Thank you, everybody.
Good night, folks.
All right, everyone.
Oh, man.
All right, Brad. Bob.
Thank you, Jeff, Jaron, Bob, all of you also. Ronald, David, Bill, Terry, Joseph, Kane, Scott, JP.
Oh, Brian. Oh, wait. I wanted to say something before you cut me off. Brian's show is going to start next week, I think you said?
Yeah, they talked about it. Next Tuesday.
Okay, next Tuesday. Right. Attorney C Gold starts back up next Tuesday. But you can record it and watch it later after we get done with our show. How's that?
I record a lot. I keep go a lot.
That's right.
That sounds good to me. So, good night, everyone.
Night, folks.
Good night, everybody. Thank you all.